But what did you think about that? What did you think about the whole tubby thing? I don't know.
About what? About what? Like
the fact that the second batch was exclusive to tubbies. Did it ever bother you or no?
I don't mind. I didn't.
You didn't mind it?
No.
See, I guess I don't know. I might be part of the minority when it comes to that, but I personally didn't like that. I mean, it's kind of stupid how that's the only choice. I mean, I do wish,
maybe,
like I said...
maybe the tubbies weren't a good idea. Maybe just a raid boss.
Because you gotta remember, the tubbies were kind of rare in and of themselves.
Yeah, true, but...
So it was like kind of a pain in the ass to farm, like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if it was... I do like the idea of having raid bosses being...
Whoa!
They should have actually took what they did with the loot midgets and, you know, applied that instead of, you know... do it there. They should have applied that to raid bosses and made it so raid bosses have an increased chance to drop pearls. You know, because fuck the loot midgets, man. Like, just, I mean, I like the loot midgets, but I'm just talking with the pearlescence. Like, they shouldn't have. They at least should have fixed that one glitch, even though the community probably would have had an outrage. That's kind of like fixing the armory, you know, farming the armory in Borderlands 1.
Antelope.
Ooh. That's kind of my thoughts on that. God, why does this thing do that? I noticed that with the immolator. Sometimes my shots like go super high up. I don't know why that is.
Oh, that's because you're a guest and you're scoping.
Like what? The hell? Oh, maybe it's because lag. Maybe I'm just.
Yeah, like I said, you're a guest.
Gotcha. I see. So like. My bullets are... It also could be the bullet velocity is increased since I'm playing with, so... It just, like, my gun, you know, the recoil isn't matching the shots. Like, my shots are going higher up than the actual recoil itself, like the kick, if that makes sense. So it's kind of weird. Anyway. Alright, so we getting out of here? Or... I feel like this has been a good recording, though, like, talking about this, though.
I know, right?
I always enjoy talking about, like, Borderlands. I actually need to make a video, you know, just talking about, like, what I think needs to happen in Borderlands 3, like...
Well, all I can say is bring weapon part hierarchy back, because, you know, that makes weapons feel unique.
Yes, yes.
Like I said, in Borderlands 2, there is no part hierarchy system, meaning that every weapon that you find is already good, meaning that you don't have to farm in Borderlands 2.
And that's really one of the things I want to go over for sure. Like, do you think that has to do with the fact that, like, basically how the manufacturers are in Borderlands 2?
No, I said, like, with the part
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, do you think it's restricted because of the manufacturers? How they work?
Yeah. Like, if Gearbox actually used... Like, I don't mind the whole manufacturer gimmick. That's actually really funny. However, what they could have done is, like, have a hierarchy in that system itself.
Yes, dude. See, that's exactly... You know, something
so, like, Hyperion Barrel 1, Hyperion Barrel 2, Hyperion Barrel 3, Hyperion Barrel 4, Hyperion Barrel 5.
And that's, you know, that's one of the things that makes Borderlands 1 so, like, I feel like more exciting, actually, you know, is one of the reasons
because you never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get, and it just feels like... It honestly, dude, here's the thing. It honestly makes it feel like Borderlands 1 has more weapons than Borderlands 2.
Did you know that, for example, Borderlands 1 has a lot more variants of the Hellfire than Borderlands 2?
That makes sense. I mean, with what you said with, like, the legendaries. That makes sense, yeah.
For example, the Maliwan Hellfire has a lot more part combinations that it can spawn in Borderlands 1 than it can do in Borderlands 2.
Do you think Borderlands 1 has more parts than Borderlands 2?
Not for... Well...
Like, more, like, part combinations or more, like... Well, maybe not.
I think it's... Like... It does have a few more part combinations to go for because Borderlands 1 has more weapon variation. So, like, you do need to take into account that repeater pistols, machine pistols, and revolvers are 3 separate things in Borderlands 1.
That's true.
Meaning, like, even though some of the parts are shared between the repeater pistols and machine pistols, due to the fact that they're completely different weapon types and do two different things, you need to consider them separate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in Borderlands 2, it's all really just put in one.
Yeah, it's just revolvers are the same as repeater pistols and machine pistols.
Yeah, like it depends on the manufacturer as well.
Yeah. Vladov is machine pistol. Jacobs is revolver. Maliwan is revolver. I think Dahl is repeater pistol. It's just like that. I don't want to sound too negative towards Borderlands 2, but like the weapon system is just so like inferior to what they had in Borderlands 1, all because people wanted to get. All people wanted was to get rich quick, and pretty much Gearbox just curb stomped their hardcore fan base with it. Like, I do understand, like, where does Gearbox see the money? Well, it's not going to be in the hardcore fan base. A hardcore fan base is just a very small portion of a game's following. The real money is in, you know, more people that get invested into the series. And because Borderlands 1 made such a great name for itself, you know, it opened up a whole opportunity for Gearbox to, you know, spread its wings and gather more people into its franchise. And
yeah, like, see, here's the thing.
And the way that they do that is just giving just legendaries and pearlescents and all that stuff away for free almost, if you know what I'm saying, because that gets new players who never experienced Borderlands before and never experienced Borderlands 1 before, even importantly. Gives them a reason to really, oh wow, I'm finding really awesome stuff really quick in Borderlands 2. This is really cool.
Like, it might be cool at first, you know, it might be like, oh, like this, you know, it might be one of the
But yeah, for us hardcore fans, we go like, okay, this is shit.
yeah, it's like, god damn it. But what I was gonna say though is, like, I actually like the, you know, the manufacturer gimmicks in Borderlands 2. But
same.
Yeah, you know, and I hope they, you know, return to that, but I do want them to return to their roots as well and just have more variation, because I feel like on Borderlands 1 the manufacturers, like, you know, telling them apart was
in Borderlands 1.
Tell them apart.
No, in Borderlands 1 I find it super easy to tell weapon manufacturers apart because the skins that they carried are so differentiated.
Well, I meant in terms of like what they do. Like, they do.
Like
it's really just a matter of stat modifiers, isn't it?
Yeah, but like even the weapon manufacturers felt really different in Borderlands 1. I do like TDR reloads really fast. Hyperion is just fucking. Hyperion is a goddamn beast. Atlas is also a goddamn beast. Torque is just.
But
fucking...
it's just stat modifiers, like.
Yeah.
You know, which is fine. I like that. And if they have to do, you know, return to that like to give, you know, give players more variation. Then I'm all for it.
I did like the gimmicks, like Vladov has the whole spinny things going on, and Torque fires gyro jets, and Dahl has the whole burst fire on scoping, and you know that like, does I like make the weapon gives the individual manufacturer some identity.
For sure.
But like if the underlying weapon system, like with the whole the weapon system is based on like that, then it kind of like sort of like constrains the versatility.
I guess counterproductive, or that's the word. Like they tried something new. You know, they added something new.
Dude, this is not a Looters Live anymore. This is just a podcast at this point.
It really is, man. And I'm okay with that, honestly. Like, shit, what was I saying now? Oh yeah, so you know, like it's counterproductive. Yeah, that's what I said. With what they were doing, like, so they added something new, you know, but they also took away something in the process. It's a step forward, but it's a step back. So
yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, I really hope they can balance that, and that's one of the things that I want in Borderlands 3 is a system, weapon system.
They're dying.
Oh, nice. It's perfect for these guys. Yeah, I want a weapon system that's a mix of both. You know? Mix of both worlds.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this.
They didn't drop anything interesting. I don't know.
God damn it. Yeah, we actually haven't gotten a lot of stuff, have we? Unless I
No.
haven't really paid attention. Like comparing this to, you know, the
Fucking hell.
crazy sessions that we had in our Let's Play. Man.
I don't see anything.
Maybe that's for the better. Because then we would get constantly distracted. Or at least I would.
Huh.
With all this shit dropping.
Huh.
Oh, I was like...
But yeah.
Got Ned over here. Only one-shot him. Oh, damn it. Come on. That was in the head, too.
Apparently it wasn't.
It was, actually. It should have one-shot him. There we go. Hold on, let me do this. Fuck, dude. He had the limit rock. Now I can't even see him. You got him, I guess. Dude, I need that weapon.
The dead man's tail.
Yeah, that's probably really.
Look at those nails that are like all over. Blah.
Isn't it? Like, don't you think that's a pretty damn satisfying weapon? Like, I haven't used it,
but
but just looking.
It's not super satisfying, but it's a hella funny to see all these nails being stuck.
Yeah, I think it looks awesome.
It's just like making, custom porcupines.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wasn't expecting that.
Just these claptraps that are dick, and they're just full with nails. Just
I love it.
Sucks to be you.
It's
Pretty powerful gun as well.
Yeah, I mean it is Jacob's, so makes sense. Shit, have it on here. I don't really use that. Speaking of Jacobs, let me pull out my triple.
Oh baby, triple! Oh yay!
I was actually gonna cover this for my next guy,
Pretty
but
soon?
I decided to do the. I was gonna say the Ugyu or the.
No.
I know the.
I think
what
it
was
I
it
think
called?
it was Tay. The Unagi.
The Unagi, yes. Yeah, I decided to cover that. And that's actually gonna be my next. To you guys out there watching this, it's probably it's actually probably already gonna be up by the time this goes live, anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, that is my
Ooh,
next.
not bad, not bad.
At least at the time of this recording, that is my next video. Wait, what'd you find? What was that?
Hawk.
Oh, sweet.
I think it's one of those sessions again.
I don't know. Well, we just came to the conclusion that it was like, it better not turn into one of those sessions.
Where it's just nothing.
I love how did this guy just drop 2 shotguns?
I don't know. Maps.
It's like Christmas.
Is that crazy? Man, I felt like we had a pretty good discussion there. Happy about that.
I'm spawn killing those guys, just suffocating them.
Oh, nice. Is there anything else we could touch on though? Like,
well, apart from... Oh!
ooh!
Whoa! Headphones. Ow. That
Oh,
hurt.
sorry, man.
Here.
Headphone users, rip.
Headphone users be warned.
Holy shit, though! Isn't that was that the one that Spidey was looking for so long? Or am I thinking of another one? Holy fucking shit, dude! I only have one of your pearlescent plasma, and that's the short hair.
Well, now you have the other one. And a very nice Zorin Blitz.
Now, what does this thing do? Corrosive?
Like, it increases your elemental output, so, like, your elemental weapons become really good, and you have a chance of exploding once you get hit by an enemy, or your shield gets depleted once being full.
Oh, man. Damn, son. Was this the one that Spidey was looking for, or was it...
Yep.
What's the last one, then, that I'm thinking
Integra.
Damn, that Zoran Blitz, though, is a lot better than the one I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one that I'm missing, I guess. Because I have all the legendary ones.
Uh-huh.